Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. I am Ryan Bolin. Thank you all for joining me. So Biden's aides are upset, okay, with the idea that the debate's supposed to start tomorrow. What time it's supposed to start, I don't know exactly. I haven't gotten the information on that. But they're upset because there will not be anyone out there that's actually fact checking Trump while he's giving his information. I mean, they literally are upset because there isn't anyone out there fact checking Trump. Now, I don't watch debates. I really don't watch debates. I think maybe in the 80s I may have seen some clips from some debates, and I did watch Biden and Trump during the first debate. I did watch that debate. But for the most part, I don't watch these debates. It's like, all the rhetoric is all about flipping and flapping. But to have someone in the debate actually fact checking the other person is ludicrous. That's absolutely insane. I've never heard anything like that. Let's get right into this article. Let's get into this article, man. Can we conclude that these people are losing? I mean, can we conclude that these people are just losing? Oh my goodness, man. It's just insane. It's just absolutely insane how these people are. I mean, anytime you can get to the point where you feel like you have to have someone on the stage to fact check your opponent, then that seems to allude to me that someone's fearful of losing the debate and they don't want to get exposed. Yeah, okay. So let's get right into this nonsense. But anyway, President Joe Biden's aides are reportedly furious CNN will not live check or live fact check, rather, former President Donald Trump during Thursday's debate. The debate is, quote, not the ideal arena for live fact checking Trump, CNN political director David Shalion told the New York Times on Monday. Yeah, okay. Shalion later told the Associated Press that debates hosts Jake Tapper and Dana Bash, extreme Trump critics, can correct an egregious misstatement from either candidate that, quote, needs to be checked on the record or the record needs to be made clear. But he claimed Tapper and Bash are, quote, not here to participate in this debate. You think? Okay, they're not a part of the debate, so why would they be there fact-checking Trump? It's ludicrous. It's really ludicrous. Biden's aides apparently believe the lack of live fact checks, quote, exemplified a primary failing of the press corps for several years now. Democrats and Biden allies believe there is a duty to try and not to be fixated on upholding the appearance of impartiality when one side is peddling lies more than another, West Wing reported. So I want to read this other part here. I want to read this, something that's particularly interesting. I want to make a comment on it. It says the article goes to say the debate comes at a pivotal time for CNN. The network is on track for its lowest rated month in prime time since 1991, the New York Times reported, citing Nielsen ratings that showed fewer than 100,000 average viewers a night among adults aged 25 to 54. And I got to make the comment on that. I've seen clips and bits and pieces of CNN, during times, particularly during the time that Trump was in office and when he was out of office. And all I hear from CNN, okay, is either they hating on Trump or blaming Trump for something. Man's out of office. They're hating on Trump or blaming him for something. Or it's all about racism. It's all about homophobia. It's all about this phobia or that phobia. And I can surmise that perhaps most people who watch CNN are getting tired of hearing all of this nonsense that CNN is talking about. I mean, you got to ask yourself a fundamental question, CNN. Why are your numbers dropping like this? Why are your ratings dropping like this? I mean, when are they going to wake up and smell the coffee and say, wait a minute, maybe perhaps it's the rhetoric that we keep pushing that are causing people not to watch us? I don't even see why these people are still on TV. Why are they still on TV? If it had been anyone else, they'd have been taken off. Why are these people still on TV? Someone has to be undergirding them. Anyway, let's go on. While the Biden campaign tries to work debate referees, CNN defended its co-host from critics on Monday after they came under fire for alleged bias against Trump. Jack Taper and Dana Bash are well-respected veteran journalists who have covered politics for more than 5 decades combined, the network said in a statement. And I'll say this, so what? Okay, they've been doing this stuff for 5 decades, and they're well-respected veteran journalists. Okay, what, they can't lie? That makes me even more leery of what they have to say about Trump. Clearly, they don't like him. That makes me even more leery because they're experienced. And when you're an experienced liar, see, there's 2 types of liars. There's the inexperienced liar and there's the experienced liar. The inexperienced liar tells a lie and gets caught right off the bat. Experienced liars know how to manipulate and use words and terminology and put phrases together to get people to believe their rhetoric. These, to me, I mean, CNN saying this foolishness about them being veteran journalists who covered politics for more than 5 decades combined means nothing to me and perhaps nothing to the average viewer that usually watch CNN, that have stopped watching it. That means nothing because you're pushing the same rhetoric over and over and over again, and people are tired. That's why your ratings, I believe, are failing. Stop pushing rhetoric. Stop pushing nonsense. Common sense. The article goes on to say the statement came after the Trump campaign challenged CNN for abruptly ending its interview with Trump campaign National Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt. CNN's Casey Hunt, a former MSNBC host, suddenly ended the exchange when Leavitt highlighted CNN's Jack Taper's long history of criticizing Trump. Taper is co-hosting Thursday's first presidential debate with Dana Bash. Both are critics of Trump. Here's what the crazy part is. It says, the article goes on to say, they suggested Trump is a liar, was tougher on Democrats than Putin, pushed Russian propaganda, used rhetoric similar to Adolf Hitler, pushed falsehoods, fast and fury, whatever that's supposed to be, tried to kill democracy once, he'll do it again, is an anti-Jew, could cause a civil war, and blamed Trump's rhetoric for a New Zealand shooting. End of article. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward right there. That's really silly. I mean, come on now. I mean, do you really need people on stage or someone behind the scenes fact-checking Trump whenever he says something that you don't agree with? Because truth be told, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic now. I saw the first debate between Trump and Biden. I did endure that. And I didn't like the way it came out. I mean, they were overstepping each other, and it was really pretty bad. But I feel that Trump had more of an edge in terms of the things that he was actually saying. I didn't like the way he said it, and I didn't like them overriding each other. But a lot of what he said was true, if not all of it. And so it's like, well, I mean, what's true is what's true. What's true is what's true. The Biden knew how to manipulate the audience. The camera would hone in on him. He would look at the camera and he said, listen, folks, listen, Americans. And I think that's what Trump should have did in the first debate. He should have addressed the audience through the camera instead of constantly looking over at Biden, because people would assume that you got some art against him, which I can understand why I got an art against him too. I mean, the man is a terrible president. His policies are terrible, but it's another story. Yeah. I mean, this whole idea of having someone to fact check Trump tells me that these people are fearful that he's going to win the debate, and that every time Trump says something that they know is actually true, okay, they're going to want to come in and, well, wait a minute, hold it. No, that's not true. What are you going to do? What are you going to use, a microphone off stage? And every time Trump brings up a fact, what you going to do? Signal the moderator to say, hey, wait a minute, I'm going to come in and hone in on this. Because if you have a fact checker for Trump, you should get a fact checker for Biden. Bringing a fact, these people are so stupid. Bringing a fact checker in, come on, man. People are going to, if that even happens by some strange set of consequences, if something like that happens and people view that, what do you think the average person who's supposed to side with Biden is going to think? Well, some people just so goofy anyway. They side with Biden no matter what the man does. Okay, they side with him no matter what he does. But what do you think the people are going to think? You're just saying, man. The whole thing is silly, is ludicrous, and I hope nothing like that actually happens. Okay, I hope that doesn't happen. I just hope it doesn't happen. But as far as me watching the debate, I got to work tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to bother to watch it. I may watch bits and pieces of it, and so that I can make a justified comment on the debate. But I really don't like watching them. Really, as I said, like I said, I might watch bits and pieces of it, but I really don't want to sit through all of that rhetoric. It's long, it's boring. I really don't want to sit through this stuff, man. But anyway, yeah, this whole idea of having a fact checker in there to check Trump whenever he says something that they think needs to be fact checked is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. I've never heard anything like that before. If it has ever happened before or talk of it happening before, leave it in the comment box below because I have no clue of it. So let me know. But this is stupid, and this just shows that CNN is off track. And everybody else that's on the far left, these people are off track. These people are ludicrous. They're crazy, and they're insane, and that's why they're losing. That's why they're losing. But that's what I had to say about it. What do you guys think about this whole idea of having fact checks for the debate? What do you guys think about this? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.